Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and receive everything you need to scale your cleaning business to six figures and beyond using federal government cleaning contracts. Hello there. Wow. So I cannot begin to tell you if you are really serious about government cleaning contracts, Gov Clean, you really need to get started. So we have this software that actually gives us the upcoming bids in the next like couple of weeks. And I can't believe I went on there this morning and I am amazed at a lot of the opportunities. And then I received a phone call from a young lady and she said that she went on and was registered with Sam's, went on and did a research for some bids herself and received a phone call from a government buyer, a contracting officer. The contracting officer is the only person that can bind a contract when it comes to the government for doing the contracts that we're speaking of with the solicitations. Contracting officer, only one. There's contracting specialists, there's others, but that's the only person that is legally able to bind a contract when it comes to the products and services under the solicitation. So this particular contracting officer reached out to her and said that he was looking for someone that could provide janitorial services with a little bit of COVID sanitation and disinfecting. And once again, there is a difference in cleaning, sanitation, and disinfection and doing disinfecting services. But I am just shocked. It is so many opportunities. And if you're still sitting on the sidelines because you're not quite sure, you really need to get started. Now, there's another interesting aspect. So there are a lot of agencies that are looking when it comes to local, state, educational. There's a lot of opportunities. Like I said, there's a lot out there. The other thing is, I had a young lady that was asking about submitting a bid. She had found a bid and a solicitation. She was interested in submitting the bid, and it was going to end up being late. And she said, "Well, it probably wouldn't matter because as long as I get it there." I said, "No. What you don't want to do is submit a bid past the time. They're not even really going to look at it at all. They're not going to look at it. They're not. If it's due 5 o'clock on February the 10th, it's due 5 o'clock on February the 10th. They are not going to say, well, we're going to give them a chance and go ahead and, just take the bid anyway. No, that's not the way the government works. They're real specific about the dates, the times, and everything that's involved. So if you are just getting started and you're not sure on if you submit a bid or not, then make sure at least it's on time. And I always say, look at the statement of work, SOW, to see if you can perform the services. Really, really important. Because what you don't want is to get a bad reputation when it comes to what you're doing with the government. Commercial, you've got a little bit more wiggle room because you could be doing commercial in all kinds of industries. It could be industrial or daycares or anything. But with government, it's government, federal government, and local or state. So once you tarnish that reputation with your business, it is really, really hard to get that back. The other question I received was, if I have this particular contracting officer reaching out to me and I am interested in being the prime, but I'm working a day job and I cannot do the day-to-dayness, can I sub it out? Yes, you can. You can sub out your work, but you still have to be involved in the decision making. You cannot give them the work and then just, do like that. That's not what they're looking for you to do. If you are the prime and you get someone that's going to sub it out, you still have to monitor and make sure that everything is going as such. You still have to monitor and be involved in the decisions of what is going on in the project. Notice I said decisions. That does not mean that you necessarily have to physically be there, but you do have to be involved in decisions, and you probably are going to end up being the point of contact if there's any concerns. So just understand when you are the prime and you're in the sub, what that looks like. Well, if you'd like to know more about the basic requirements for SAMs, DUNS, EIN, your DSBS profile, your capability statement, which is mandatory to do bids, capability statement, mandatory to do any bidding, have to have a CAPE statement. And then the next part is, of course, when I talk about marketing to the government buyers. Now, if you're doing it the correct way and you're doing these introduction letters and all the other things that we talk about in the master class, you will start getting phone calls like this young lady did from the contracting officers. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And the other thing is looking at those solicitations and the RFQ, which is request for quote, and RFP, which is request for proposal, and RFI, which is request for information, all of this. But if I had to say, one of the main advantages is knowing when the solicitation is coming out a couple of weeks before it hits betasam.gov. That's really important because it gives you a chance to prepare before it hits betasam.gov. And there are a lot of things that go into that. So if you're interested in having that advantage, well, we give you that advantage when it comes to our courses. So we have a course that gives you that advantage, but that's one of the other areas. What I would like to talk to you about is the masterclass. It's absolutely free and it does give you information for you to get started. And if you want more, we do offer more through courses, memberships, and such. So if you'd love to actually click the link in description and attend our masterclass, I'd love to see you there. It's live and I love the energy. So make sure you bring the energy there because I do love the energy. I'm trying to get my little jacket right here. It's looking kind of crazy. Anyway, I would love to see you there. Bring the energy. We have a good time. I do a Q&A, answer all your questions, and I keep you on there for about 45 minutes. And like I said, bring it no matter what stage you're in. If you've already done the SAMs, but you haven't done this other profile, or you don't understand anything about the capability statement, or you've done the capability statement and you've done a couple of solicitations, but you still have not won a contract, then make sure you sign up and register for the masterclass. And the second thing is, if you are interested in our memberships and our consulting and the done for you, we do it for you, where we do your SAMs and we do all of that for you, then make sure that you give us a call at 407-595-1598. We are running a couple of discounts for the month of February. So if you're interested, make sure you give us a phone call, 407-595-1598. And until next time, be safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.